Hey America, I'm Ranting Richie, and this week we're going to talk about financing in the economy. Well, I'm just a regular guy with a high school education, and I'm not any expert on financing or the economy. But I do know three basic banking principles. Number one, I make a deposit in the bank, they pay me some interest. Number two, the bank loans out money, charging them more interest, making a profit. And number three, the bank's assets are supposed to cover the loans they have out, like real estate, cash, or some other commodity. Now, I'm pretty sure I could explain that to Dopey in Snow White, or even Mike Tyson, and they could get it. Well, you know, Mike Tyson, I might have to tell him a couple times. Now, the key word here is real estate. Like it or not, the banks control the real estate market. If they're not loaning any money out, there are no sales, and the market crashes. If they're loaning money out to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, then the sales rise and the market booms. Supply and demand. The problem is we got supply and we got demand, but even if you got perfect credit, the bank ain't giving you shit. You're better off to go to a loan shark. In fact, if you need a loan, let me know. I know two boys from Jersey that'll be glad to give you a loan. And they won't even give you a 15-page contract that F. Lee Bailey can't figure out. They'll tell you just like it is. They'll tell you how much you owe, what your payments are, and if you don't pay them, they'll hit you with a bat. That's simple. The way I see it, construction and development drives our economy. If you got a lot of construction, the economy rockets. If you have no construction, the economy's in the toilet. I mean, every job in this country is related to construction, in one form or another. I mean, think about it. You get plumbers and electricians and carpenters and the building supply people. If they're working, they're spending money, they're going out to eat, they're buying TVs. It's like a vicious circle. You know, it's like the food chain in nature. I can't understand why these economists can't get that. I mean, they got all their theories in there, you know, their big complicated deals. Last year, they got all the great minds of the world together. They even had Stephen Hawking there, you know, the great genius mathematician. And he found out that the black holes out in space weren't really there. They were the banks. They're like big vacuums, sucking everything up and nothing comes out. The problem we had is these finance companies were passing out loans like you pass out candy at Halloween. I mean, we had the same problem in the 90s. Didn't we learn anything then? I mean, half these loans they passed out shouldn't have been sent out. I mean, they're giving loans out of 110% on these people of real estate. I mean, don't these guys know that the loans need to be secured by some reasonable margin? I mean, give me a break. What did these guys come down with, Alzheimer's? I mean, would they forget the basic banking principles? Who's okaying these loans anyways? The Three Stooges? I mean, I thought these guys had college degrees. Don't you need to know some kind of math to get into college? I mean, what are these guys, village idiots? They're better off to fire all these guys and hire the Rain Man to take over. At least he knows how to count. You'd be in front of him applying for a loan, and he'd be like, yeah, 150 minus 100, yeah, that's 50. Definitely. He's better off having him. You know, then they try to blame the government and say, oh, the government making us give these loans out through this government program. Baloney. I'll tell you something. If it was the bank's president money, those loans wouldn't have been okay. I mean, then we got some rocket scientist comes up with this 5-year interest-free note. I mean, what are they telling these loan officers when they go into their meetings? Yeah, we just came up with this 5-year, no interest note, no interest free, but we all know nothing's free. So our new motto is going to be, we won't screw them now, we'll screw them later. I mean, what's up with that? I know what the hell's going on here. These guys don't care. They don't care if the banks go under. They don't care if you're broke. They don't care about nothing. They got their money. They got their expense accounts. They get their bonuses. They get their golfies. Their wives are even getting their nails done for nothing. You know, every time they sign a deal, they get their cut. I mean, and that trickles all the way down the line in that system. Where are these stockholders? When they go to a stockholder meeting, and this guy's getting a $2 million bonus, isn't there one guy in there that's got a problem with that? If I was a stockholder and I was in that meeting, they'd have to carry me out in a straitjacket. I'd be so pissed. I'm saving the best for last. Don't only the American people bail these guys out, but then they got the balls to charge us 25% on our credit cards. I'm so broke now, I'm paying my bills with this. I'm becoming a very big tipper though. I'm telling everybody to keep the change. I'll sum up the whole problem in one word. And that word is greed. And it's just not the bankers. This goes all the way down to the little guy. Every great empire throughout history has collapsed because of greed in one form or another. And America is on that track of destruction. So I say to every American out there, let's not be greedy, do the right thing, and maybe America can turn around. I'm Ranting Richie. You can see me next week on my website, rantingrichie.com. And God bless America. Straighten all my balls here. I get jammed up.